This is the EZ Pedaler T350, and it's an upgrade from the T300, which was sort of their first electric bike. And it's a step-through model. They also have the C350, which is more of a cruiser, and it also has a high top bar. This is a pretty well-rounded electric bike, and I'd call it entry-level, but fully featured. So some of the features that really add value here are the fenders, front and rear, and this nice rack. It is a bolt-on rack, so it could get a little bit loose, but it's also got a front light and a rear light, which a lot of electric bikes don't have, surprisingly. The downside is you've got to press the button on the back here, and then this one has a switch on the side to sort of activate it. Outside of those standard sort of bike features, it's got just 3 gears, but it uses an internal gear on the rear hub, so you can change those even without riding or while going up a hill, and it's not going to be hard on the bike. I guess it's designed to sort of be shiftable versus normal chain rings. So if you see back here, there's just like one ring on the back, one ring right here, and all the gears are actually inside right here. And you'll notice that the brake back here is actually a drum brake, which is kind of unique, and it provides, decent stopping power, but they've gone with a disc brake on the front, which offers a lot more stopping power. So between the drum brake and the disc brake, you're going to be able to stop just fine. And while I was over here, you might have noticed that they've got this nice pant guard for the chain, which is another just nice to have feature if you're cruising along as a commuter. The other neat thing they've done here is this seat can kind of pop like that, and then you can pull the battery pack out if you want, and that could be for charging. It's even got a little handle, or just for safety or whatever, depending on where you're at. There's an on-off switch here to turn off pedal assist, and you've got this nice throttle. So check it out. The throttle, you just push this down, and it sends that front wheel spinning. The reason they've put the hub motor in the front is because you've got the hub gears in the back. So it kind of balances it out, and it creates this nice, in terms of weight, you've got the battery in the middle, the motor in the front, and everything works out pretty well. But in order to accommodate that 350 watt motor, they've put on these extra sort of torque arms, this big washer here, just to make sure it doesn't like crack or break the little drop down there. And I have noticed that while riding, while accelerating, the shocks kind of get stickier, right? Because there's force being applied like this or like this, I guess like this, and so it doesn't slide as easily as it would otherwise. But that's kind of the only downside, and maybe a little bit of extra weight while you're turning the bike. I'm going to go ahead and just hop on and give you a quick demo of what it's like to accelerate this bike. Here we go. And there you go. Got a decent amount of stopping power, decent amount of torque. It's not a super high-end bike. 350 watt motor is kind of average, but it does have a good battery. A 36 volt, 10 amp hour lithium battery, and a lot of little extras that are going to make it easy to commute. So again, it's a great entry-level bike. And for the full written review and pictures and comments and stuff, check out ElectricBikeReview.com. I'll see you there.